This is the third video putting books together using Acrobat Pro DC using PDF files from ASLGospel.org. Our task at hand is the book of Matthew, the Gospel according to Matthew, and we already have all the PDFs created for the inside pages. The actual Gospel is already written in American Sign Language. And we have 572 pages. If you see my mouse up at the top, that's a very large document. But now the task at hand here in this video is to put in a cover page and some of the introductory pages that we have already put in another book, The Gospel According to John. So I have over here on my desktop, if you follow my mouse over to the right, see this book here? I'm going to open it up. It is the Gospel According to John, written in American Sign Language, and it has the introductory pages already that we're interested in now putting into the new book, the Gospel According to Matthew. So I'm going to do that process right now. I'm just going to transfer introductory pages from the Gospel According to John into the Gospel According to Matthew to show you how that's done from book to book. So here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is to notice that we have tabs up at the top. The Gospel According to John, is the one we're on right now. And if I click on the other tab, it shows me the Gospel According to Matthew. So both books are open with tabs up at the top. So going back to the Gospel According to John, I'm going to change from bookmarks to pages by clicking on the pages icon. And now I can see the pages in the far left. And what are the pages that I would like to extract? I'd like to extract the cover page. And when I hold down the Shift key on my keyboard, I can then also include the copyright page. And now I'm going to include the dedication page, which certainly can change later. We're just simply extracting pages from an old book. This is a blank page and another kind of title page and another blank page. These were the pages that were in the front of the Gospel According to John book. So if I'd like to put these as a marker in the beginning of the Gospel According to Matthew book so we can work on them later, I want to do that. How am I going to do that? So there is a listing here right under the word page, and you click on this and it says extract pages. So I go extract pages, and notice there's this window that comes up and it says from page 1 to 6, and of course that's true. That's what we want to do. Do I want to delete pages after I extract? No. By the way, even if you were to do that, it wouldn't hurt the Gospel According to John book because we have other copies of it up on the web to download anytime, but we don't want to do that. We still want to keep that book intact. But we do just want to extract the pages as separate files so we can then bring them into Matthew. So I'm going to say extract pages as separate files, and they're all highlighted there, pages 1 through 6, and I go OK. And I guess they want me to save it. So yes, we're going to choose, we're going to do it out to the desktop, so I say choose. And there they are. If you look over here to the far right, look at my desktop. All of a sudden we have 6 pages, and they all got extracted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like little separate files. So that's how you extract something. So then if you go back to the Gospel According to Matthew, and if you click back on the Gospel According to John, everything's still intact. See that? The book is not hurt. All those pages are still there. We just have separate files of the beginning pages out on the desktop, which is very helpful. So I'm going to go now to the Gospel According to Matthew, which is where I would like to insert these pages. And I'd like to insert them before page 1, because they're obviously the cover and all those things are in before page 1. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to say insert pages from files, evidently. So I go like this. Oh yeah, look at that. So I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's for sure. All from the gospel. That's out on my desktop. So I'm going to select this. Let me see if I can do all of them at once. Yay! I'm using the Shift key on my keyboard while I click on something so that I can click multiple. So these are I don't want to do the whole book. I'm just going to do those individual pages, those 6 pages, and I say select. And they say, do you want it after page 1? No, we want it before page 1. Because page 1 right now in the Gospel according to Matthew is simply the beginning of the actual Gospel. And we want these introductory pages before. I think this is okay. Let's see what happens. So I go, okay. And it's twirling. See my twirling ball there? It's thinking. It's trying to put those pages in the front of the first page. And it says it's consolidating down here. Can you see this black bar here? It takes time to do this kind of work because it is 572 pages already. That's a lot of pages for them to coordinate. And now they're putting in 6 more in the front. And the fonts might be different. You notice how it says consolidating duplicate fonts. Well, that's an issue for PDFs. And I'm assuming this will work. I'm very curious now to see what's going to happen. Follow that twirling ball. And see there, now there's a blue bar that's going across. It's trying to consolidate all those pages together. So it should go from 572 pages to 578, I guess, because we're putting 6 pages in the front. But we're still waiting. I remember I used to go get a cup of coffee and wait around for a half hour to an hour sometimes when I was putting some of these documents together. It takes that long. If this is going to be much longer, I'll cut off the video so that you're not bored. But it should work. It should end up in the front. Once we get the pages in the front, then we're going to go in and make changes to those introductory pages because the front cover has to say something different. It has to say Gospel according to Matthew, not John. So we're going to be changing the text and we're going to be changing maybe the color of the front cover. But we will have the 6 pages as our marker. So because this will take time, I want to thank you for looking at this video. And the next video, hopefully, we'll have our 6 pages in the front. Ooh, hey, it's working. Please move. Oh. Okay, see you later. Take a look at the next video.